Alright, so odds are if you're watching this video, you saw the last video of this Nissan 240SX losing a wheel. I'm the guy that filmed it, Derek's the guy that drove it, so we're going to be talking about it today. Alright, so the first question, or a lot of the comments were kind of crap talking your 240. So do you want to talk about how you had just bought it?
Yeah, so I think I bought the car a week prior to that video, and really what happened was the guy who I bought it from kind of screwed me over. He got new lug nuts for the car because he said that there were only like 2 or 3, or I don't know, maybe 4 on each one, and the lug nuts he got were the wrong ones. So this car has a 12 by 1.5 thread pitch for the lug nuts, and the ones he got were 1/2 20, which is a standard size, and so they were slightly too big, so they threaded on like it felt like it was okay, but I didn't check that they were the right ones because I just assumed the guy wasn't like an idiot, which he was obviously, but they were slightly too large, so they just ended up sliding straight off of the lug studs as I was driving it. And when I got the car, the motor wasn't running, and turned out that the fuel lines were just flipped. The feed and the return line were flipped. So we flipped those and it started right up. And at the time we still had I got a spare motor with the car that was from an S14, and that motor, we didn't have a place to put it when we bought the car, so we just put it in the hatch.
It was in the back of the car. When you see him, before the wheel fell off in the video, you could see the engine almost falling out of the back.
Yeah, so the hatch wasn't all the way closed and the motor almost rolled out of the hatch, but it was the first time that I got it started, so I wanted to drive it, and it was like had started raining, and I live right behind a huge parking lot, so it was empty. Why would I not want to, slide the 240? Because I've wanted a 240 forever, got one a long time ago, and it didn't go as planned, and so once I finally got this one, it was right before I'm going into college, so I wanted to make this like my project car, make it as cool as I could. So the reason it was so shitty in the video was not my fault necessarily, but previous owners' faults with, I don't know how many owners it has had before me, which probably a lot, but
later in the video we'll be showing what the car looks like now, because it looks completely different.
Yeah, but it probably had been the result of multiple owners before me making it look like crap. But there was like stock front bumper, these super ugly side skirts with this vent in them, super ugly 4-lug wheels. So since then I've done a lot of work to it, and it's probably been a month and a half of me working on it only because I'm going off to school, and I don't have time anymore, so it's gonna have to sit here for a while. But I wanted to make it as cool as I could before I left. And so what I've done is new, like, full aero. It's a sexy style kit. So sexy style front bumper, which is actually a brand. It's not just like me saying that it looks cool. But and then what I really wanted to get done was get this car painted, because it looked like complete trash. The black from the video was actually plasti dip that the guy told me he rattle canned it, but I thought it was spray paint, so we would just sand it and spray it. But I had to get all the plasti dip off, and it was a super thin layer, so it was extremely difficult to get it off. And I ended up somebody told me to use gas, so we put gas in a spray bottle and sprayed the whole car and then wiped it, and it came right off. But underneath, luckily, was primer and sanded. I think maybe the guy was going to spray it before I bought it, and so it was kind of set up to be painted, luckily. And then I filled a lot of dents. I put like at least 30-40 hours of work into the aero alone, aero being the body kit, to get it. I refiberglassed the whole things, and then bondoed everything, bondoed all the dents in the car. And after a lot of trial and error, I sprayed the whole car with primer to see how it looked, and it looked really good. I had some other spots I needed to touch up, but then I knew it was going to be ready for paint, so I really wanted to get the thing painted, and it finally came down to like a time crunch, and we got it painted, and I'm so happy with how it looks. It's super cool now.
What red is it again?
It's a Ferrari color called Rosso Metallizzato, and it's a deeper Ferrari color that they used on the old Californias. And then I used Tropical Glitz, which is it's a company that makes metal flake that goes over paint like you see on old hot rods and stuff, which I really like. So it's called Cherry Bomb from Tropical Glitz that we put over it, and it looks really cool. It shimmers and it looks awesome. And then also, after the lug stud snapped, I replaced all the lug studs, got a full 5-lug hub swap, like conversion, and Z32 brakes, which are a lot bigger. The stock ones are single piston. The Z32 brakes are 4 pistons, and drilled rotors. And then I put all the stock Genesis wheels from my other car, the Genesis obviously, that has different wheels on it now. I put all the stock wheels onto the 240, and I think it looks pretty cool. Because the hubs, since they're 5-lug, I needed to get 5-lug wheels, and luckily I had those laying around. But yeah, I guess we're not really complete idiots. It just kind of made us seem like we were, and it was raining at the time, so we needed to get everything done as quickly as possible.
And the other thing, it looks like a random parking lot, but it was probably about 80 feet from your house.
Yeah.
Because, like, his driveway meets up to a parking lot. So everyone thinks that, like, we were going to try to drive home on, like, a crappy wheel. Yeah. So it was literally 80 feet, maybe 100 feet back up to the house. So,
yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that cleared some stuff up about the 240. You'll see it a lot more on the channel. But again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.